What's going on, everyone? TJ Fitness Deal News Reviews, and together with me, Panda Supplements. Pump. Yes, people, pump. Some of you geniuses, yeah, I see you people, some of you geniuses figured out that this is a pump product. Yeah. Some of you might have also guessed that this is a steam-free pre-workout review coming your way. Geniuses! That's why I like you people watching this review. Listen, people! I'm gonna take you through the label of this thing. This is a loaded ass label for a steam-free pump formula from our friends at Panda Supplements. But then I'm actually gonna share with you my personal experience using this one. Today was my 5th time over the last couple of weeks, and I tried this in all kinds of use cases and scenarios, so I'm gonna share that with you. And then towards the end of the video, as usual on this channel, I'm gonna give you my final verdict. Should you actually give a shit? And all I'm gonna ask in return is that you hit that like button. Listen, people, so Panda Supplements, I really like the brand. I'm telling you, listen, there's so many brands out there. Most of them, I don't want to say most of them, this was not scientifically proven, but a lot of them are just after your money. They're after a quick hit. They come in, they put some product out, they sparkle it and sprinkle it with shit, or they just put some tons of claims on the label and then they disappear. Yeah, one product, they disappear. Some companies, though, are in it for the long run. All of them are in it for the business and the money, yeah, all of them, but some of them are real companies trying to do real things, develop real products, putting good products out there. Poly Nutrition, Chaos and Pain, Inspired Nutra, Panda Supplements, right? And a bunch of others, right? Obviously. No one, Dark Labs. Yeah? No, listen, people, if you're a brand out there, I didn't mention your name, seriously, this was like just 4 or 5 names that came in. And mostly I wanted to say that the Panda Supplements people are real good people trying to do real good stuff. Doesn't mean I liked everything they do, right? I actually reviewed some of their products and I didn't like everything, right? But I'm telling you, even the stuff I didn't like, they meant to have a great product out there. They just didn't make it. Listen, people, enough with this shit. They have 3 pre-workouts I reviewed. Fierce, which is their everyday pre-workout. Pandemic, which is their sort of high-end everyday pre-workout, low-end steam junkie pre-workout, and Rampage, which is their more high steam pre-workout. All of these reviews are on the channel. I'm going to link to them below. Great products. I like them. Different use cases. They hit differently. Just a good company. I also reviewed their, what else did I review from them? Oh, their protein fuel. Amazing. I'm going to link to that below. Oh, shit. Isolate, amazing protein. Anyway, people, first pump steam-free product from Panda Supplements. Yeah, and this is also the first product that doesn't have a panda on it. It has this bull thing here. What have you done to the panda? If anyone saw the panda and know what this bull did to the panda, comment below. Yeah, Panda, we're looking for you. We miss you. Listen, people, so this pump product just came out literally a couple of weeks ago. And Panda Supplements chose the route of this full steam-free formula minus the beta-alanine. You know, sometimes, actually not sometimes, but there's pump products that I really like that are just pure pump ingredients. So they're supposed to be stacked with a steam pre-workout and basically add the pump. They're not supposed to be mostly, to a large extent, used by themselves. And a lot of times they come in unflavored version because you're supposed to add them to a steam formula. Poly Nutrition, Blood Sport, FSU by Inspired, just to name a couple that are really awesome. Nova Pump, yeah, Nova Pump by Nova Farm. It's another one. Then there's the full steam-free pre-workouts, the ones that look like a steam pre-workout, but without the stimulants, right? But they'll have a bunch of nootropics and power output ingredients, and obviously pump formulas, beta-alanine for the tingling. The idea is that you cycle off to them. And then there's sort of in the middle, which this is where this one fits in. So you're gonna see a lot of pump ingredients, and then you're going to see some nootropics, right? So the idea is that you can use this by itself without the beta-alanine tingling and the buzz feeling, but it has full spectrum for both pump, power output, and nootropics. And obviously, you can be stacked with another pre-workout if you want to stack it, but then you're obviously mixing up some of the nootropic ingredients that come with this one, with the one that you're using, or you can use it by itself. Enough talking, people. Let me tell you what this is in this thing, because Panda Supplements didn't save money. I can tell you. Forget how it works because labels are just fucking labels. I know for 100%. That's what I told you. These are serious people. So if they say they have it here, they have it here. right? What's on label is in the product. I'm sure 100%. I would cut my dick off. It's not a very big dick, but I would cut it off if this is not true what I'm saying right now. Yes. Sorry, dick. Anyway, so let's get into this, people. Okay, so citrulline malate, 10 grams. By the way, there's 1 scoop, 2 scoops. Theoretically, you can take 1 scoop, and a lot of the ingredients here are overdosed almost, so 1 scoop would be enough, so you'll have 40 servings, but I don't get it. Listen, people, just put 1 scoop. It's a pump formula. It's not even stimulants that you would say 1 scoop, 2 scoops, assess tolerance, shit like that. 2 scoops. This is the full scoop channel, 20 servings for 2 scoops. I'm going to take you through the 2 scoops. Listen, people, 10 grams of citrulline malate, a lot of citrulline malate. Beta anhydrous at 2.5 grams, great. Mustard protein synthesis, power output, pumps. Hydroprime, which is a more available and less clumping version of glycerol, which I really like at 1.5 grams. Glycerol and all its variants always did very well with me. Okay, what else do we have? Taurine, which is an all-around ingredient at 1 gram. Then we come, let me actually go to the end. So you have a couple of more of pump ingredients. You have pine bark extract, and then you have a mento pump, which is a new ingredient. I haven't seen it a lot, but I read the research around it. It's really cool, actually. Helps with vasodilation, helps with actually mental alertness. Really cool, sort of a pump tropic type thing, right? Like pump nootropic. I really like it. So you have a bunch of pump formula ingredients here, starting with this 10 gram of fucking citrulline malate. Anyway, people, then there's a bunch of nootropics here. Alpha GPC at 600 milligrams. Love alpha GPC for a nootropic, as a nootropic, my favorite form of choline. 600 milligrams is the clinical dose if you believe in clinical doses in this shit. Then you have lion's mane at 500 milligrams, next age nootropic, new age nootropic, next gen or new age. I don't know, both of them maybe. I really like it. And then they have CogniQ, which is basically, if it's the first time you run into this name, it's because this is Neurofactor, which is used in a lot of these steam-free pre-workouts, which are supposed to help you with nootropic effects without the stimulants. They changed the name. They actually changed the name for some legal reasons. And then you have this estrogens for absorption. So it's a bunch of stuff. So as you can see, there's a loaded pump formula for vasodilation and swollenness. And then there's a bunch of nootropics. Listen, people, labels are just fucking labels. Scientifically proven. Harvard, MIT, Stanford. Everyone researched and found out that labels are just fucking labels, even though we are 100% sure that Panda Supplements, with this angry, pumped bull here, actually put this stuff in here. You never know how it's going to come together. Listen, people, let's get into the experience. Let's start with the flavor. This one is actually flavored, so you know a lot of these pure pump formulas, I actually like them in unflavored because you can add them to a steam pre-workout. I can't remember if the Panda Supplements people have a unflavored version. If they do, you're going to see it below. I'm going to link below, by the way, to the page of Fitness News. You can find coupons, save some money while supporting the channel. Okay, this flavor is whatever, rainbow dragon fruit. It tastes like, I don't know, it's actually a good flavor. Like your 0.000 gag effect or whatever. It's a solid flavor. On a scale of 1 to 10, fuck your scale of 1 to, you know what? You see this bull? He was happy before your fucking ass asked about the scale of 1 to 10 for flavor. See what happened to him. Seriously, who the fuck cares? Seriously, as long as it doesn't suck, it's disgusting, who the fuck cares? You take it for 1 second, you sip it, you move on with your life, and you want to be pumped or focused for like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Listen, people! Experience. So I'm going to take you through, and I use this in 3 different scenarios. Scenario number 1, I use it by itself to see how it feels, right? As a pump nootropic formula. Scenario number 2, I added it to an EDP, to an everyday pre-workout. I actually added it to the Rise loaded pre-workout, right? So it's a very run-of-the-mill normal EDP. I'm going to link to the Rise review below, by the way. I added it to that, and I wanted to see how the pumps feel and how the added nootropics, if they actually enhance the experience or fuck the experience. And I added it to a full steam junkie, like hardcore full steam junkie. Basically, I added it to Flame by Dark Labs. I'm going to link to that one below. That's a hard-hitting motherfucker. And I added it to this to see, again, does it mess up with the stimulant experience because it has all sorts of ingredients here? And how does it help with the pumps? Okay, people, so let me take you through this. Let me start right out of the gate. All of these experiences across the board, the pumps were solid. And when I say solid, on my swallow meter, right, these are the swollenness type pumps. You know, we have the tight pumps, you know, like you feel the muscles super, super tight. You have the vasodilation pumps, which you get the veins out. And there's this swollenness pumps, like that you just feel fuller, right? This is the fuller type pumps. You just feel fuller. Now, for me personally, I know that I almost knew that this is going to happen because of the glycerol and stuff like that, even though I read the label only after I tried it like 6 times. But the glycerol, that's what it does to me. And I guess the combination with the citrulline and the what's the mento pump and whatever, just swole. You will feel full, and this was consistent across the board, solid hits, full pumps. If you're taking this for pumps, you're gonna get pumps, the swole type of pumps. Okay, as far as the actual experience, listen, when I took it by itself, I definitely felt the increased pumps, the increased swollenness, right? The nootropic effect, I felt it, but really a bit. Like for me personally, steam-free nootropics do not do a lot. So when they're out of context of stimulants, right? So for me, on a by itself, if I'm not adding this to anything, might as well just have the pump formula, right? And maybe make it cheaper, right? But it definitely felt the pumps, and maybe a bit, I don't know if it's even placebo effect, I felt a bit more mind-muscle connection than I think maybe it's placebo. The pumps, I definitely felt that by itself. Listen, people, when I added this to an EDP, when I added it to the Rise Loaded pre-workout, I was super surprised. Still, the pumps, exactly like I just said, swollenness pumps on my swallometer, right? Swollenness, fullness, right? But this somehow made my loaded pre-experience better. I felt better mind-muscle connection for sure, and I felt more in the zone. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. It also felt, I have to say, and I tried this twice, felt like my post-workout buzz prolonged. Like this prolonged my post-workout buzz with the Loaded Pre by Rise, which is that, you know, the Loaded Pre by Rise is a good pre-workout, but it's not crazy. So this enhanced the feeling, which is, by the way, surprising, right? That's why I don't like a lot of the time. I'm saying it's surprising because I usually don't like a lot of this shit. Give me just the pump formula, make it kind of flavored so you don't mess up with my experience. This enhanced my EDP experience. There you go. With my Flame experience, I felt the pumps. Again, Flame doesn't have zero pump formula, right? So I felt the swollenness piece, exactly like I mentioned in the couple of other scenarios. It did nothing to my Steam Junkie experience with Flame. So as it helped my EDP, right? It helped my EDP experience. It did nothing for my Flame, which is good. I didn't want it to touch my Flame experience. Flame is like a rage, you know, angry pre-workout. Don't mess with it. It does what it does. I like it. I like it the way it is. This didn't touch it. Like, I don't know. Again, fuck me if I know how to explain why these things happen. That's why we say labels are just label. Just sharing with you my personal experience. Used it twice with Flame. I felt Flame exactly the same, plus the swollenness pumps from this. Listen, people, so this was a pump formula, like almost like a just pump formula for Flame. This was an enhanced nootropic experience for my EDP, for Rise, and better pumps for sure. And it was a pump formula with a bit maybe nootropic, not really feeling it when I use it by itself. That's it, people. That's it. Probably if you use beta-alanine, if you added beta-alanine to this, when you use it by itself, you would feel a bit more of the nootropic effect just because of the psychological effect of the tingling. We like the tingling here. Listen, people. Overall, I really like what they've done here. Bring us back the Panda supplements. I don't know what happened to him. We're worried. Bring him back. Listen, people. I'm gonna link below to the page on Fitness Deal News where you can find deals and coupons, save some money while supporting the channel. Listen, if this review was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the supplements that you buy.